We live right now. Shout out to my bro, like my plug, on top of the plug. Doe from the Go.
Yo.
What's going on, bro?
Blessings, brother.
Man, it's so good to have you in here.
Alright.
Man, like, tell us a little bit about Doe from the Go. Like, exactly who are you for my people that don't know who you are?
Man, just an all-around hustler, man. I've been in it for a while. Everything from building brands to, just being active in the streets when it comes to independent artists, and also working with other labels and brands, etc. You know what I'm saying? Been doing my thing for a minute.
Okay.
What inspired? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What inspired you to get in the music industry?
I mean, I just feel like I was born to do it. I haven't worked a real 9 to 5 in 18 years, so it's been straight. Just sacrifice and just belief and faith, you know what I mean? So I really made it my life, really took it on, really took every struggle that came with it, and it worked.
Okay. And what artists, did you start off as an artist, or did you start off with gravitating towards?
No, I'm behind the scenes.
Okay.
I have nothing to do as far as being an artist. I'm strictly marketing aspect. I'm all about the business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
also a creative too. I do the creative shit, you know what I mean? I can come in the lab and out some projects or exec a project, I do all that.
Awesome.
With that, we finna jump right into stack or star.
Yeah.
What is that? How did that thought come in your mind and put it out here and it's all around the globe?
I was in the back in 2005. We was in the studio. Shout out my man Margo. We was in the studio just playing around. I had him in the booth. And he was just talking shit, just talking shit. So he had one little sound bite of all of that, where he was stack or star.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept that little sound bite, and I used that for the drops. And then that shit just spread it all over the city and all the mixtapes.
Man.
Louis, Dirk, Keith, everybody. We just broke so many artists on the mixtape scene, and we used the drop, and it's like the Chicago gangster grills. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you support indie?
Because I know the struggle, I know the resilience, I understand the dream, and I'm passionate about that. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure that I have to support an independent artist first and foremost. I work with the heavies too, but the independents are more focused for myself. You know what I mean? 'Cause
I was posting about Men in Water. I see you got a little thing going on social media about Men in Water. Tell us about Men in Water.
It's an album I've been working on now for 4 years now. It's gonna be a real special project for our city. I got the comic book, I got the tour. I got a lot of different elements that's gonna push it forward for the culture. So it's gonna be one of those albums that goes down in history. I got a lot of Chicago producers, Chicago artists. It's gonna be a great thing. I'm excited about it.
This is my man. I didn't even know he had a comic book coming down. Hey man.
Yeah.
I see you got the bag language going on. What?
That's my new clothing brand, Bag Language. We taking our time with it. We just testing the market.
Start something before we get into it.
Let's get it.
I saw a list, bro, that really pissed me off, bro.
Let's talk about it.
I saw it. Who put that list out?
What's
Forget it. You was on 22, 21, and it was the top 25. I'm I think you at least should be at the top 5. Who is that person? What makes them judge and juror to say you at number 22 as much as you can do?
Well, the thing about it is, and I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I had reached out to them, we talked about it, and they just said that basically it wasn't an order. I'm blessed just to be, recognized and respected enough to even be mentioned.
Okay.
But I let the streets talk. You know what I mean? And if the streets is got an opinion about it, then I'm rocking with the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's important that I still represent a sense of goodness, for the brands out there. Yeah, because I have worked hard. I've done things, but I'm in a great space. You know what I'm saying? I got plaques on my wall. I made moves, so I'm not like that. Hard up about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel away. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm living great. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the way.
I got a bank.
Oh, we back with Dope from the Go.
Yeah.
We finna get back into part 2 of this interview process. What's up?
Okay, so I want to know what DJ was the first DJ to actually push the Stack of Star?
Victorious.
Okay.
Victorious. Shout out to Victorious.
DJ
My
Victorious.
We mean Biz. I'm happy to see him grow and do what he's doing now. You know, we got so much history together. We did so much, and he did so much for the brand. You know what I mean? So I'm forever thankful for that. You know.
Awesome.
Like, so, bro, like, how long have you been with Def Jam, and like, what's the vision over there?
Almost 5 years now. It's kind of crazy too, cause I got the call unexpectedly to go over there. I remember just like they called me out the blue and was like, you know, they loved what I was doing with Stack of Star. You know, they heard I was making a lot of noise in the streets. They liked what we was doing with the brand in the streets. And their only concern was, you know, could I make moves from an executive standpoint as far as the streets go? You know what I mean? And because they didn't know, you know what I mean, but I had to show them. I had to show them prove, and I showed they motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been rocking ever since. But you know, it's one of those iconic hip hop labels, so it's a blessing to be a part of it. They've had their ups and downs. You know, the lights damn they got shut off a few times, but they always remain to find out how to get out of the hole. You know?
So when it come down to like strategy, what's the first thing that you notice about artists when working with the artists?
As far as pros or cons?
Both.
Well, sometimes a lot of artists, you know, they just get out here. You know, no business structure. You know, the music hasn't been copywritten, mixed, and mastered. They haven't even taken a meeting to consult or even find out what to do. You know, sometimes people just get out here and just do shit. And you can't blame them, because sometimes it takes a conversation or two just to kind of figure out what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people are going Gucci first, and then you know, come out, and then there's no money left to really put into your mastering and your mixing and shit, but you fly in the motherfucker. Where's the bread?
And do you think,
see what I'm saying?
Do you think social media? I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you think social media play a part in it?
Yeah, because everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. So you know, everybody, you know, who want to get that next post on Instagram to get them likes. You know, they want to post they fit for the day and shit like that. It's stuff that's bigger than that. You know what I mean? And you know, you can fool certain people, but you can't fool the ones who really know. So.
Yo, it's your boy Gerry P, Bootcamp Radio, D'Symone, and your boy is we live right now with Dope from the Go. Shout out to his camera woman, Ruby.
Boy, she going crazy.
Ruby Wilson, she's in the building. R.Wilson, you know what I mean?
Like, shout out to everybody that's in here. Shout out to Rambo.
Hey.
What's your name, sweetheart?
Lady.
Huh?
Lady.
Shout out to Lady in the building. Shout out to my wife.
Yes.
Release your pointer.
Wifey for life. Wifey for life.
She wants to come in here and check out the spot. This is my first time ever.
We gotta make sure
broadcasting.
Extracurricular things going on there.
35
come see what the fuck's going on.
3501 South King Drive. We're in the Bronseville area. I'm gonna tell you all about this building next week. It's a historical building. Like, we finna get back into Dope from the Go. D'Symone, let's get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody go through challenges when you first learning a business. Let's talk about the challenges that you had to face when stepping into the music industry.
Well, quitting my job and like just believing I could do this. And you know, it took for me to lose everything to kind of like you know, just understand how to maintain. You know what I mean? Once I hit 30, that's when I kind of like came back hard, and from there, you know, I learned responsibility, learned how to finance and manage money, and you know, just be better with it. You know what I mean? So those were the challenges. Just, you know, making sure that I never forget where I came from as far as the things that I've lost versus what I've gained.
I always like to ask people this, like, what kept you motivated? Like, it's definitely a lot of pressure quitting your job and, you know, having a legit support system. So who would you say that kept you grounded, kept you motivated?
My mother first and foremost. Shout out to my mother. You know, we're very close. She keeps me grounded all the time, keep me humble. And just I'm around a lot of blessed people as well. You know what I mean? People who have more than me, and people who are more successful than me. and those are the ones who definitely keep me motivated to get to their level. Because there's people who tell me, you know, Joe, I want to get where you at. And I'm telling them, you know, well, I'm not nowhere yet like that. And they're like, no, I just want to get where you at. So I understand what they mean by that. Because it's the same thing as me telling my bigger homies or whatever.
Right, exactly.
You know, I want to get where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels, you know what I mean? And we just got to strive and just stay motivated. And I just make sure every day, you know, I try to, you know, motivate, you know, people who want to hustle, who want to get in.
Got you. One last thing. What do you think the music industry is missing right now?
Just the real A&R. It needs people to come back into the lab, into these sessions, and kind of just make sure that this music is coming out correctly. They tried to cut out the A&R. They don't want to pay the A&R man, and they don't want those extra opinions no more. They just want people to just do them and just upload this shit and put it out. But you know, you need those extra opinions. So it's definitely time to bring the A&R back. And the A&R is coming back. You know, we got a few here in the city. Shout out my little bro, Nayar. You know, he's definitely one of the next A&Rs from this city. Nayar creates, you know, a young, hungry cat. You know what I mean? Kind of remind me of myself back in the day. You know what I mean? But he's coming. You know, there's guys like that, you know, who keeps an ear to the streets on what's next and what's coming. You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us what we can find you at. Anybody trying to get some work done with you?
Yeah. Everything is dope from the go. So it's DOUGH from DAGO, and you can find me everywhere from Pinterest to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm still on MySpace too. You know, I log in. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, I log in. You know, I gotta see what's going on. But I'm everywhere. Also check out the website, mineralwaterh20.com. That's mineralwaterh20.com, where you can just get a synopsis of what's going on with the album process. And Bag Language, you know, shopbaglanguage.com. Bag Language Clothing on Instagram. You know, we everywhere. We're doing it. Let's move.
That's what's up.
So when the next time we gonna where you gonna be at? Cause I'll be following your lives. I'll be following your.
Shout out to my sister Brianna Swank PR. We're about to do a tour. We got a 4-city tour. Let me announce those dates. We're doing like a media day tour. We got 4 cities locked in right now. So we're gonna do Chicago August 30th. We're gonna do Atlanta September 6th. College Station, Texas on September 13th, and Houston, Texas on September 14th. And the thing with Media Day is we're just gonna link with a bunch of different outlets and people like that and artists. And we're gonna come together and network and brand and just you know, build and do what we gotta do. You know what I mean?
Alright, bro, I appreciate you stopping through. Like, what club you finna just pop up in? Cause I'll be watching your stories, bro.
I'm finna fuck around and they F and Vodka, they got some shit tonight where you know, Power the show.
Yeah.
They created a Truth nightclub.
For real?
At the spot on Hubbard. So I'm finna go over there. They recreated the whole shit, made it look like Truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 50 gonna be there.
For real?
Yeah.
They did it 2 nights. He was there last night. They do it tonight again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there tonight, you know, fuck around, and then, you know, after that, probably hit Celeste. You know what I mean? Just make my rounds.
I think Gerry gonna try to pop out over there too.
Yeah, you know, you gotta stay infused in the city life, man. I love Chicago.
Hey man, we appreciate you coming through, man. Like,
Yes, with the merch.
Yeah.
with the merch.
Yeah, always gifts. You know, I'm always bring them.
So like y'all keep it locked in to Bootcamp Radio. We will be right back. Like we gonna play a couple